Hello to all. Today my topic is chemical transmission in the nervous system. So, what is chemical transmission? So, first come the term chemical transmission is applied to substances formed by neurons and released from axonal terminals. These substances travel very small distance between the presynaptic ending and postsynaptic membrane of neuronal, muscular or granular cells. So, chemical transmission is due to certain substances formed by the neurons. So, these substances can be they can be of neurotransmitter or they may be of neuromodulator. So, what is neurotransmitters? Neurotransmitters are endogenous chemical messengers that transmit signals from a neuron to a target cell across a synapse that enables neurotransmission. So, the neurotransmitter is unevenly distributed in the nervous system and its distribution parallels that of its receptors and synthesizing and catabolizing enzymes. आप लोग साइनेप्स और रिसेप्टर भी पढ़िएगा आगे के क्लासेस में. What are synapse and receptors? So neurotransmitters. Come to the neuromodulators. The neuromodulators are the some chemicals released by neuron have little or no direct effect on their own, but can modify and affect of neurotransmitters, and these chemicals are known as neuromodulators. So there are two substances which are responsible for the chemical transmission in CNS. These are neurotransmitters and neuromodulators. So come to the classification of these substances, that is neurotransmitter and neuromodulators. These substances divided into major classes, major two classes. First comes a small molecular transmitters and second one is large molecular transmission. In small molecular transmitters comes first the biogenic monoamines. In biogenic monoamines include acetylcholine, serotonin and histamine. And second comes the catecholamines. In catecholamines mainly include epinephrine, norepinephrine and dopamine. And third one comes amino acids. In amino acids there are of two types, excitatory and inhibitory. In excitatory comes glutamic acid and aspartic acid, and in inhibitory comes mainly gamma aminobutyric acid, that is GABA, and second comes glycine. So these are the classification of the small molecule transmitters. Now come to the large molecule transmitters. In large molecule transmitters, first include polypeptide neurotransmitters. In polypeptide, it includes enkephalin, endorphins, substance P and neuropeptide Y. And second comes purines, purinergic neurotransmitters like adenosine and ADP, and others come in large molecular that are gaseous neurotransmitters. In this, nitric oxide mainly and some amount of CO2 also included in this gaseous neurotransmitter. So these are the example of a small molecular neurotransmitter. Monoamine, catecholamine and amino acids. Now come to the criteria. What are the criteria for the neurotransmitters? The first one is the neurotransmitter must be present in presynaptic terminals of the synapses, and enough quantity transmitter must be released from the presynaptic nerve concomitantly with the nerve activity to have an effect. The effect of the experimental application of the putative transmitter should mimic the effect of the stimulating the presynaptic pathway. If available, specific pharmacological agonist and antagonist should stimulate and block. Agonists stimulate and antagonists block the action, respectively. And the major function of the putative transmitters. There should be a mechanism present, either uptake or the enzymatic degradation, that terminate the action of the neurotransmitter. In classification, the large molecular neurotransmitter causes most accurate response in the nervous system as compared to the the a small molecular neurotransmitter causes most accurate response as compared to large molecule. This is the synaptic transmission diagram showing the cellular signaling links the neurotransmitter receptor activation. ये आप लोग रिसेप्टर में पढ़ाया जाएगा डिटेल्स हाउ synaptic transmission occurs. So what happens in transmission? First, neurotransmitter synthesis. Small molecules neurotransmitters are synthesized in the nerve terminals, and peptides are synthesized in the cell body and transmitted to nerve terminals. Storage, synaptic vesicle store neurotransmitters. Release of the stored transmitters from the storage vesicle into the synaptic cleft occur by exocytosis, and this will lead to depolarization of the presynaptic neurons, initiate the release process. And the release based on calcium dependent release of the vesicle content recognitions occurs by recognition of the neurotransmitters occurs when neurotransmitter diffuses from the site of the release and binds selectively to the receptor protein to initiate the intercellular signal transduction events within the postsynaptic cells. Now termination, how the termination occurs. Mechanism by termination of the neurotransmitters occurs by enzymatic inactivation or reuptake by the nerve. So central neurotransmitter can be classified into amino acid, acetylcholine, monoamines, neuropeptides, purines and gases. Central neurotransmitters that are of amino acids. In amino acid come excitatory amino acid like glutamic acid and aspartic acid, and inhibitory amino acid like GABA and glycine. Come to the GABA, that is gamma aminobutyric acid. GABA is the main inhibitory neurotransmitter in the CNS. GABA is synthesized in the brain from the Krebs cycle. GABA acts by binding to and activating a specific inotropic or the metabotropic receptor on both pre and postsynaptic membranes. It also mediates inhibition within the cerebral cortex and between the cortex nucleus and substantia nigra. So the GABA is the inhibitory neurotransmitter. There are three types of receptor previously present: receptor GABA receptor A, B, and third type of GABA receptor C. The third type of GABA receptor now classified as a subtype of GABA A receptor. GABA A and GABA B present in CNS and GABA C present in retina. GABA A receptor are the most prominent GABA receptor subtype. GABA A are inotropic and lesion gated calcium channel. GABA A receptors have been extensively characterized as important drug targets and are the site of action of many neuroactive drugs, including benzodiazepines, barbiturates. GABA B receptors are the metabotropic receptors. Here the two terms, inotropic and uh, metabotropic. Inotropic receptor means the neurotransmitter binding site and the ion channels are component of the same protein in inotropic, but in metabotropic the neurotransmitter binding site and ion channels are component of a different protein. So inotropic means same protein and metabotropic means of different protein. GABA B receptors are widespread in the CNS and regulate both pre and post synaptic activity. Presynaptic GABA B receptors function as autoreceptors, inhibiting GABA release and may play the same role on neurons releasing other transmitters. Second neurotransmitter is glycine. Glycine is also a type of inhibitory amino acid transmitter and particularly in the spinal cord and brain stem, it inhibitory action. Glycine act as a co-agonist of NMDA. NMDA means the N-methyl D aspartate receptors, and such that both glutamate and glycine must be present for the activation to occur. So antagonists for glycine receptor are strychnine, and agonists for glycine receptor are taurine and V-alanine. Now come to glutamate and aspartate. These are the two receptors, glutamate and aspartate. These both are excitatory amino acid receptors. So glutamate and aspartate are decarboxylate amino acid neurotransmitter with excitatory action in the CNS. Both these amino acids are found in high concentration in the brain and have powerful excitatory effect on neurons. Glutamate is the most abundant excitatory neurotransmitter and the principal fast excitatory neurotransmitter. Glutamate acts through either ligand-gated ion channels, inotropic or metabotropic receptors. These are classifications. Receptors, not important. Come to the receptor acetylcholine, which comes in group of monoamine group, biogenic monoamine group. First one is acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is present throughout the nervous system and function as a neurotransmitter. It was the first neurotransmitter discovered and play a primary role in the autonomic nervous system in ganglionic transmission as well as the principal nervous system as well as the peripheral nervous system. And the effect of the acetylcholine result from interaction with the nicotinic receptor, that is inotropic ligand-gated ion channels, and second by the muscarinic receptor, that is metabotropic receptor. So there are two receptors present for acetylcholine. First is nicotinic receptor and second one is muscarinic actions. So both the muscarinic and nicotinic acetylcholine receptor are found in the CNS. However, the most of these are muscarinic in CNS, and acetylcholine activates both type of cholinergic receptors. The activation of the acetylcholine results in rapid increase in the influx of sodium and calcium ion and subsequent depolarization. And nicotinic cholinergic receptor appear to desensitize rapidly. So this is the cholinergic pathway in the brain. This diagram shows the in Alzheimer's disease, there is degeneration of the cholinergic pathway. Now come to the monoamines. Central transmitters come in monoamines. In monoamines, come dopamine, norepinephrine, epinephrine, histamine, and serotonin. But in monoamine, serotonin and histamines come, and both all these are come in monoamines, but dopamine, epinephrine, and norepinephrine included in catecholamines group. The first one is dopamine. Dopamine is a precursor, precursor of the norepinephrine, and it is the predominant catecholamine in the CNS. Dopamine play a role in motivation and reward, motor control, and the release of the various hormones. There are four dopamine containing pathway in the CNS. First is nigrostriatal pathway, that is neuronal pathway between the substantia nigra and the corpus striatum present in the basal ganglia. And the mesocortical pathway, neurons in the ventral tegmentum nucleus project to the variety of the midbrain structure and to the frontal cortex. And mesolimbic pathway, this pathway is made up of the projection from the ventral tegmental area that innervate many forebrain area, and the most important is nucleus accumbens. And fourth one comes is the tuberoinfundibular pathway delivers dopamine to cell in the anterior pituitary. ये आगे डिटेल्स आप लोग को बताया जाएगा जब डिटेल स्ट्रक्चर इंडिविजुअल स्ट्रक्चर की स्टडी होगी तब. So this is the pathway for dopamine in CNS. Now come to the norepinephrine. Large amount of norepinephrine present within the hypothalamus and in certain zone of the limbic system, that is central nucleus of the amygdala and the dentate gyrus of hippocampus. Norepinephrine also is present in lower amount in the most brain regions. Norepinephrine is an endogenous neurotransmitter for the alpha and beta adrenergic receptor subtypes that are present in CNS. Epinephrine. Epinephrine converted into EPI by the enzyme phenylethanolamine and methyl transferase. This is found in the medullary reticular formation and diencephalic nuclei, and their physiological properties has not been equivocally identified. Histamine. Histamine is a monoamine neurotransmitter in the CNS. In addition to its well-known physiological function in the immune and digestive responses in the periphery, histaminergic neurons are located in the ventral posterior hypothalamus. There are different subtype of receptor like 1, 2, 3, 4. One receptor is widely distributed in the brain, whereas the high densities are found in region linked to the neuroendocrinal, behavioral, and nutritional state control. H2 receptor activate adenyl cyclase and are primarily involved in gastric acid secretion and smooth muscle relaxation. H3 receptors are present in CNS and can act as autoreceptors on histaminergic neurons to inhibit histamine synthesis and release. And the fourth one, H4 receptor are expressed on cell of the hematopoietic origin, like T cells, mast cells. Now come to the serotonin. The serotonin, that is 5-hydroxytryptamine. The neurons containing serotonin are found in 9 nuclei lying in or adjacent to the midline brachii region of the pons and upper brain stem. This is a comparison between dopaminergic pathway and serotonergic pathway. These are the function of dopaminergic pathway, function in serotonin pathway, mood, memory. There are also trace amines are present, tyramine, phenyl, beta phenylephrine. They are, the name implies, they are detected in trace levels and have short lives due to rapid metabolism by monoamine oxidase. Peptides. Neuropeptides typically have modulator in the CNS rather than causing direct excitation or the inhibition. Peptides are involved in a wide array of brain functions ranging from analgesia to social behaviors, learning and memory. Some CNS peptides function independently. Most are thought to act in concern, concert with coexisting neurotransmitters. Example of some neuropeptides mainly are enkephalin, endorphins, substance P, and neuropeptide Y are the main. There are also some छोटे छोटे थोड़े थोड़े भी हैं in trace amounts like hypophysiotropic hormones, vasopressin, GI hormones, mainly VIP, cholecystokinin, calcitonin gene-related peptide, hypothalamic hormones, oxytocin, vasopressin. These details are not very important for you all. There are other some neurotransmitters which are gaseous, mainly are nitric acid and carbon monoxide. Nitric acid is a compound released by the endothelium of the blood vessels as endothelium derived relaxing factors, and it also produced in brain in the form of gas which crosses cell membrane and responsible for the cerebellum stimulation firing of the climbing and the paddle fibers in the cerebellum, where it acts as a inhibitory. So that is all about the different type of neurotransmitter in CNS.